Broadcast of the 2024 National Science and Maths Quiz quarter-final stage right here at the SHS Auditorium. We started the contest today with two schools already sailing through to the semi-final stage. You already have Tamasco sailing through, and we have Koforidia SHTS sailing through. And by the close of today, which other school will join these other two schools in the semi-final stage? I'm Jacqueline and Smayabwa. But before we continue, let's acknowledge our sponsors. Well, the 2024 National Science and Maths Quiz is produced by Primetime Limited and sponsored by the Ghana Education Service in partnership with GOL PLC and supported by Pepsodent, Jupe Money Transfer, Prudential Life Insurance Ghana, Better Malt, ALS, Kivo, Bell Beverages, Flora Tissues, Coronation Insurance, Accra College of Medicine, University of Mines and Technology, Academic City University College, PMMC Jewelry, GTP, YFM, and the Girl Mac Foundation. Now, the broadcast of the 2024 National Science and Maths Quiz on Joy News is supported by NASCO, Vitamilk, Virtual Security Africa, Ace Medical Insurance, Build Financial Technologies, DBS Roofing, Synthes Tanks, Family Health Medical College, Chobos Technologies, and Action Secondary Technical, DPS Pipes, and Wakana. Well, the contest, the last contest for today, for the quarterfinal stage, will kickstart pretty soon, and it's going to be between Keta SHTS and Mpraeso Senior High School, and of course Achimota School. But before we do some analysis, let me bring students from Achimota School to join me here. Last year, they made it to the finale stage by battling with the reigning champions, Presec, and of course Opoku Wari School. We still have them. Kindly, some of you should kindly come to this side. All right. But then Achimota, before we kickstart, you know, everyone is always excited when they get to see Achimota on the screen with your anthem. So should we kickstart with your anthem? All right. Counting you down. 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
From Kabanga to Accra, from Miasu to Keta, we are brothers and our mother is a school. She will guide us all in each, so to learn that we may teach, so to subjugate ourselves that we may rule. Play the game, shout her name, spread her fame afar. She's the head of all the host, she's the school of whom we boast, she's the glory of the coast, Achimota.
Right. Well, you are always a familiar face when it comes to Joy News. We've been speaking to you since your last contest with Accra Girls Senior High School. Your expectations came to pass. Now you're meeting with one-time finalist Keta SHTS. You're meeting in Mpraeso Senior High School. I don't want to say your expectations, but then what message do you have for these two schools?
Okay, so 3 very good schools are competing today. It promises to be exciting, but ultimately there can be only one winner, and that's going to be Achimota School by God's grace. So yes, the message I have is, thank God you made it this far.
Okay, well, that's some confidence right there. But at the end of the day, what scores are you going home with? What score do you want to go home with at the end of the day?
By God's grace, plus 50 plus.
50 plus?
Yeah.
Nothing below 50?
By God's grace.
Okay. But then Bakita joined me. Bakita was one of last year's contestants. He's been with the team ever since the arrival as a Cedar School for the 1A stage. Bakita, what should you expect from your school in this contest, the quarterfinal stage?
Yeah, she said it all. Expect competition, but there's overall going to be one winner who is going to be Achimota School. So I expect victory.
What's making you so confident? Is it that you've anticipated or you've seen the question, you've seen that, okay, so you are likely to get everything correct and you're sailing through to the semi-final stage?
Well, winning a quiz, it encompasses a lot, and we are confident we have the grace, we are confident in our preparations, and that's what makes us confident of victory.
But last year you were part of the contestants, but unfortunately you got to the final stage and you were unable to make it. What do you think Achimota is now encompassing that last year they couldn't encompass?
Well, there's more experience. For one, there's more experience, and we've learned to improve. So yes, there's a better Achimota.
Better Achimota?
Yes, please.
All right, well, you heard it from Bakita, better Achimota. But let me speak to one of their coordinators too, Kwesi. He's also a teacher in the school. Kwesi, what do you have for us now? You're meeting also, they are also one-time finalists, Keta SHTS. message for them?
I think it promises to be an interesting contest today. Achimota, Keta, Mpraeso. But then definitely, like one of my students already mentioned, it's only one school that is going to win today, and that is Achimota School, for sure.
What's making you so confident?
Well, it comes down to preparations, it comes down to grace, and both are working on our side today, so I don't see why not.
So the Grace and the Mercy, you said Grace and
Preparations.
the other schools.
I don't know for them, unfortunately. What I know is that we are winning this, and I just know it. It's a surety. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, that's Achimota School, and they're sure of a win and to move on to the semi-final stage. Thank you very much, Achimota, and we'll see you right after the contest. Now, let me bring in Mpraeso Senior High School last year. Over the years, they've been doing incredibly well when it comes to getting to the quarter-final stage. We're back. They're here at the quarter-final stage. Now, let me speak to this gentleman first. You heard what Achimota School said. It's hands down. It's a hands-down win for them. What do you also have to say about that?
Okay, we know they are 2 times champion, but that's not a limit to us. We are going to do our best, and we know God on our side. We are going to win this contest.
You're not scared of them at all?
Not at all.
You don't see any of the schools that there's a threat?
Oh, we can't put, you can't say any school is a threat to us, because we can also be a threat to them. Yeah, so we are hoping for the best.
Last year, it was at this very stage that Wesley Girls eliminated you. You're back here to meet finalists. All the schools you're meeting, actually, they are equally good schools. What message do you have for them? And do you feel any sense of threat right now?
No, please. And the message we want to send to them is we are all like equally best, and then we should.
It looks like we can't hear you. Can you speak a bit louder?
Okay, sorry. I said the message we'd like to send to them is we are all equally good, and then we should all do our best.
Okay, so you're all equally good. All right. What about you?
I'm telling them that we are all in the competition and anything can happen. Even if you believe in yourself, we all believe in our schools, we all believe in our contestants, most importantly, and we know we are going to do best. We know that at the end of the day, we are going to come out victorious, and that's the message we have for them, that's all.
Okay, just like the question I asked at Achimota School, what score do you anticipate leaving here with?
50 and above.
50 and above, eh? What about you? What score do you anticipate leaving here with?
Actually, I can't predict, but let's say 30 and above.
30 and above?
Yes, please.
That's what you want to win the contest with?
To win the contest?
Yes, obviously. To win the contest, that's what I'm asking.
Okay, then I'll go for 52.
52. Okay. Your message to Keta SHTS and Achimota School. They are saying they are winning hands down, and you guys probably might not get the chance to move to the next stage. What do you have to tell them?
Okay, since everyone is here for the win to progress to the next stage, we are also here for the win, and I'll say that it will take the favor of the Lord for you to be declared the winner, and also every school, we are hoping to see the best school which will come out.
Okay, all right. Well, thank you very much, Mpraeso Senior High School, and hopefully we'll get to see you at the end of the contest. Well, let me also bring in students from Keta SHTS, one-time finalists in the year 2021. They've been doing incredibly well when it comes to the National Science and Maths quiz. Keta School. I'm not feeling the energy, oh. Jolali.
Jolali. Now or never. We are in the building.
I think I like the energy. So you know what? Let's start with your anthem before we continue. Are we ready? Yeah. All right. So 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
And so every man and nation comes the moment to decide in the strife of truth with falsehood for the good or evil side. Sounds with God's new Messiah call, finish the bloom of life, and the joy goes by forever. 'Tis the darkness and that light.
Joe Lally.
Now or never.
Joe Lally.
Now or never.
First, I like the energy, but you know what? So come forward a bit. So the contest, you're meeting 2-time champions. You haven't won before, but you made great strides when it came to your 2021 contest. Ever since then, it has been back-to-back, trying to move to either the semis and the quarters. This year, Are you moving into the semis or are you clinching the ultimate?
This year, we are come to prove to them that the last year we did a mistake, but we are better now. We are come to prove to them that we can take the title. We are here to prove what belongs to us. So we are here with Vim to support our people. We must take it and we will take it. Joe, Lali.
Now or never.
Well, what marks do you expect to leave this contest with? You are proceeding. You are very confident of a win.
Yeah, I will not give any mark, but I believe in myself that we are going to make it, and we believe in our people that they will make it. We believe that with God, everything is possible. We are going to do it, and we'll take the cup home to Keta Senior High School.
What message do you have for Achimota? They were confident of a win. They are actually confident of a win. You know, they said they are winning hands down. They don't actually care about the other schools that they are meeting. They are very certain that they are winning this contest.
You see, my message for them is they should forget about past glories. We know that they made it to the finals last year. And Keta also made it to the finals in 2021. And this year, we are assuring them that we are not looking at Prempe. We are not even looking at Presec. So they shouldn't even call their name. So Jolali or Kitasco is taking the trophy back to Keta, whether they like it or yes.
Right there. What's making you so confident right now?
Because we have the men and we have the lady. Okay. Yeah, they were trained very, very well for this task. In fact, this is the reason why they were born. So they are here to
They were born for this.
This is their birthright.
It's their birthright.
This is their birthright. So they are coming to take their birthright away.
Yeah. All right. Now let me speak to this young lady. Kindly join me here too. Now, what are we expecting from your school in this very contest? Moving on to the semi-final stage. What are we expecting from your school?
We are hoping, we would like you guys to expect the best from us because we've really trained hard and then we are expecting a win. And we've made sure to correct all the errors that we've been making so far, and then the trophy is ours.
Okay, well, that is Ketasco for you. And you're assuring everyone for a win. So we should take notice of your face, right?
Yes. This is my face, so my real face.
All right, well, thank you very much, Ketasco. And we'll speak to you right after the contest. We wish you all the best. All right, thank you very much. All right, we're still here. All right, well, I'm still here. But to do some analysis and discussion, I'll call on Mr. Samuel Ajo to kindly join me here. We spoke to him earlier in the day when we started with the first contest. And this contest is very heated. Mr. Ajo, what do you think about this contest?
It's going to be very hot. I mean, looking at the performance of Keta SHTS, and of course, having made it to the semi-finals last year, I want to believe that they want to prove a point. Then again, Achimota School were finalists last year, and they started gradually, and I also want to prove a point. So, Mpraeso, you would say might be the outsiders, but anything can happen, as I keep saying.
Mpraeso over the years, especially coming to the quarterfinals, has been a bit consistent. They keep putting in their best. Last year they did great, but unfortunately they were eliminated by Wesley Girls. They are back and they seem to be getting stronger as the day goes by. Don't you think they also have a bit of advantage in this contest?
Well, I mean, they do. Like I was saying, when you look at Keta SHTS and then Achimota School from previous editions of previous contests, you would always think that, look, these are the two schools who are really going to fight it out. I mean, as compared to Mpraeso. But in Mpraeso, like I said earlier on, will be the outsiders. And they can spring a surprise because there's that level of consistency in terms of where they always have to get to each year. So anything at all can happen. Anything at all can happen.
Well, I have a thing that I always say, especially every year comes with different batch of students. Exactly. And this year, let's talk about the Achimota School. Looking at their previous contest with Accra Girls Senior High School, even though they eliminated Accra Girls Senior High School, looking at their performance, do you think in this in this quarterfinal stage, they still have a chance?
Well, you know, every contest with its own dynamics. During that particular contest, you realize that the Accra Girls in particular, they did extremely well, and to the extent that at the point in time you could feel the tension amongst the Achimota School contestants because there was this girl who kept answering the math questions, and I'm like, wow, this girl is good. So, judging from that, one would say that, look, they weren't that good as everyone would have expected them to be. But it's a different ball game. It's another level now, and so I would not be surprised if they pull their weight and do better than they did at the 1H stage.
Okay, so you equally think that all these schools have equal perfect chances when it comes to winning this contest?
Exactly, they do.
Okay, all right, well, thank you very much, Mr. Ajo, but I know you obviously wouldn't want to tip any school, so at the end of the day, we'll get to find out which school will become the third school to move on to the semi-final stage. Thank you very much. Thank you. Well, we're still here at the SGS auditorium, but let me bring in Eurasia to continue this conversation. Eurasia, kindly join me here. Now, Eurasia, I know you'd obviously do a bit of tipping.
This one is scary.
It's scary.
It's scary.
It's scary.
It's scary.
Why is it scary?
Both Achimota, Keta, and Mpraeso, anyone can pull a surprise. But I want to commend Keta School. I think they are the only mixed school who normally features a female year after year. Even my batch in 2015, they brought 2 females. Yeah. Yes.
They empower females. They give females the chance.
And anytime they bring a female, their team is always very good. Yeah. Remember in 2021 when they got to the final. And Gakpeto is exceptional.
Yeah. The previous contest, I mean, I was wild.
I just don't know how they train the females. But then, when we start the speed race, you might think she's a male. She's that good. And Achimota, on the other hand, they are in to make it into the final for the second time. And it's like now they want to prove a point that they lost in the final. This time they want to go to the final again. And last year in the quarterfinal, they met Kumasi High School, where they won with just a slim margin, like 3 points.
The chances of winning that contest was slim.
Yes, just like this one.
Yeah.
So
even the one with the Accra girls, their last contest.
Yes, and their sub is very good. So it will be a very nice contest to watch. And then Mpraeso coming in as an underdog, they always come in every year. They win their 1A stage contest. They get to the quarterfinal, and they are always not lucky. Yeah. And this time, I must say they are not lucky, but we don't know what will happen. It will be a nice contest to watch.
Yeah, but talking about underdogs, let's just go back, rewind a little bit to the first contest for today, Tamasco. When I spoke to students from Accra Academy, and I spoke to a student from St. John actually told me that, when they were preparing, they didn't consider Tamasco. Their eyes was only on Accra Academy, only for them to have a big surprise put up on them. They were surprised. They were actually dumbfounded, and they didn't know what to say after that contest.
You can write off the Lions. They are the Lions in NSMQ. And they, year in, year out, they have a very nice team. In 2022 or 2021, they got to the semi-final, where they were kicked out by Keta. Yeah. In that contest was Keta, Tamasco, and Wesley Girls. Yeah. And last year, they were unlucky. But this time, they brought 2 Form 2s. The one leaving and the one coming, both are in Form 2, and the Form 3 boy. So it's not a team you can just write off, and the team is much balanced. Even though they look more like underdogs, their team is much balanced. Yeah. So they will be a force to reckon with in the semi-finals.
So which school are you tipping? Any of these schools? I'll ask you finally, before I let you go. Which of these 3 schools are you tipping already?
Actually, today I'll be biased. I want the female to progress.
So which is Keta?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Are you sure about that?
Yes.
Is it because you've seen their previous contest, so you know that this contest, you're likely?
Honestly.
Looking at the 3 schools meeting today, let's talk about their previous contests. I think amongst them, we would say that Keta had a high chances, if you're actually talking about previous contests.
Well, in NSMQ, no 2 games are the same.
And this is a different stage.
Yes, and I'm not judging by their previous contest. Throughout the year, through the regional qualifiers, the regional championship, they were one of the decent teams I spotted. Apart from our usual Opoku High School, Pembe College Presbyterian boys, they are one of the decent teams I spotted. So in this year's quiz, I'm expecting much from them. And I started watching Gakpeto from the regional championship. So I know she'll be doing wonders, and she'll do very well. So I'm tipping them to win.
Eurasia with a tipping moment, tipping Keta SHTS. Well, we're still here at the SGS auditorium. Let me acknowledge our sponsors. The 2024 National Science and Maths Quiz is produced by Prime Time and is sponsored by the Ghana Education Service in partnership with GOL PLC and supported by Pepsodent's Jupay Money Transfer, Prudential Life Insurance Ghana, Better Malt, ALS, Kivo, Bell Beverages, Flora Tissues, Coronation Insurance, Accra College of Medicine, University of Mines and Technology, Academic City University College, PMMC Jewelry, GTP, YFM, and the Girl Mark Foundation. Now, the broadcast of the 2024 National Science and Maths Quiz on Joy News is supported by NASCO, Vitamilk, Virtual Security Africa, Ace Medical Insurance, Built Financial Technologies, DBS Roofing, Syntex Tanks, Family Health Medical College, Chobos Technologies, Action Secondary Technical, DPS Pipes, and Waka Now. We're live on Joy News right now, and this contest will be telecasted live on Joy Prime and Joy News. You'd want to stay for that. We kickstart pretty soon. For now, we'll come back with more details, but let's take a message from our sponsors. I'm Jacqueline Ansima Yeboah. Over to you back in the studio. Well, you're welcome back from that break. We're still here at the SGS Auditorium, where the last contest for the day between Keta SHTS. We have Keta SHTS and Mpraeso Senior High School and Achimota School ready to battle it out for the ultimate. That's the slot in the semi-final stage. But before we continue, let me quickly acknowledge our sponsors. So the 2024 National Science and Maths Quiz is produced by Primetime Limited and sponsored by the Ghana Education Service in partnership with GOL PLC and supported by Pepsodent, Jupay Money Transfer, Prudential Life Insurance Ghana, Better Malt, ALS, Kivo Bell Beverages, Flora Tissues, Coronation Insurance, Accra College of Medicine, University of Mines and Technology, Academic City University College, PMMC Jewelry, GTP, YFM, and the Girl Mark Foundation. Now, the broadcast of the 2024 National Science and Maths Quiz on Joy News is supported by NASCO, Vitamilk, Virtual Security Africa, Ace Medical Insurance, Built Financial Technologies, DBS Roofing, Syntex Tanks, Family Health Medical College, Chobos Technologies, and Action Secondary Technical, DPS Pipes, and Waka Now. This broadcast is live on Joy News and, of course, Joy Prime. And we kickstart pretty soon in the next few minutes. As you can see right behind me, Professor Elsie Eva Kaufman will kickstart very soon. But before that, I'll bring in the NSMQ show host for the review show. Stephen, kindly join me here for just a quick conversation. Well, Stephen, you have been following this for a very long time. I mean, when we started from the preliminaries. Now, talking about this contest, let's talk about the journey of Achimota School, their previous contest. Do you still think they have what it takes to make it and sail through the next stage?
Sure. So one thing about NSMQ is that no two contests are the same.
Yeah.
If you compare Achimota's previous contest, at the contest at the 1/8, to what they will do this at the quarterfinal stage, it may be different. At the 1/8, they met Sunyani SHS and Accra Girls SHS, and it was tough for them because Achimota School, who had the finals last year, and everyone was expecting a better performance than they did last year, hoping that they get to the finals again this year. But they met Accra Girls and Sunyani SHS, and the girls even beat them at the speed race, and it took the grace of God for them to win that particular contest. However, like I said, no two contests are the same. That performance might not necessarily reflect in today's performance. So maybe they might do better, but if they repeat the same performance, I doubt they will come top in this contest.
As the contest progresses, it becomes tougher and tougher. Speaking to Prof yesterday, she's here to meet the big boys and the big girls. You know, when you come to this stage, it's affirmed that you've been through all the stages, and this one gets tougher. So is expected to get tougher here, you know?
Yeah, it is. That is why, you see, the 1/8 stage is a stage that is, you have normal questions, mostly WASI-based questions, and a little bit out of the WASI syllabus questions. So that's supposed to be the easiest stage. Yeah. So if you fumble or if you're not able to answer most of your questions in the 1/8 stage, then by extension, it means the quarterfinal contest is going to be a difficult one for you. Yeah. Because if you compare the performance to the schools you are meeting today, based on history, based on the performance of the three schools at the 1/8 stage, you may conclude that they stand no chance in this particular contest. But this is National Science and Maths because you are in for the surprises.
Yeah, the surprises. I need the earlier contest with Tamasco. Sure. But then let's talk about Mpraeso Senior High School. When it comes to the quarterfinal stage, they've been very consistent, especially at this stage, haven't been able to progress further. What do you think this contest holds for them, considering their performance from the 1/8 stage?
Mpraeso's performance at the 1/8 stage wasn't also encouraging. If you look at the performance, it's almost like they just came to get a seed and go back home. Yeah. Because Mpraeso met Anlo SHS and Infantiman Girls. Yeah. They won with 35 points against Anlo's 31 points. Yeah. You see, as a serious school, we expect so much from you.
You didn't start the preliminary, so.
Exactly. So, and Mpraeso has been consistent in the quiz so far, just that they were able to get their very fair seed last year, and they've been able to maintain it this year. But like I said, maybe they will prove themselves better in this particular contest. But looking at their performance at the 1/8, I can say Mpraeso wasn't a school to beat in that particular contest, but they won by grace. So we hope they do better this.
Yeah, last year, Wesley Girls kicked them out when they got to this stage. I don't know if you followed. Considering last year and this year's performance, which one would you say is better?
I think the last year team of Mpraeso are better than the team they have this year. In fact, the two guys are at the auditorium currently. Last year, it took a riddle to beat Mpraeso at the quarterfinal stage by Wesley Girls. At the end of round 2, it was a gap, but the boys caught up using the problem of the day and the true or false round, and they had to answer the last schedule to win that particular contest. Those guys were very good. They beat Ghana National College, who have been a seeded school in the contest consistently last year to progress to the quarterfinal stage where they met Wesley Girls. If I compare last year's performance to this year's performance, I can say that the contestants this year are not as good as the contestants they had last year. But once they've been able to at least maintain a seed, then I think it's fine.
It looks like sometimes most of the schools, when they become seeded, they just want to get to the quarterfinal stage and just be seeded, and that's it. They just don't want to probably progress further, just maintain that seeded status. But then moving away from these two we've spoken about, let's talk about Keta SHTS, your previous contest. What do you think about that?
Keta has always been a force to reckon with when it comes to the National Science and Maths quiz. Keta has been consistent from 2017. Where they beat Opokwari School, 2019, very consistent. So they got to the finals in 2022. Last year too, Keta did extremely well, just that they met Presbyterian boys very early.
Right?
Quarterfinals and they lost. Yeah. But Keta this year is coming with a different form of energy. Keta met Kumasi Academy at the 1/8 stage. And if you know Kumasi Academy, you know that they're also a very tough side, a force to reckon with when it comes to the NSMQ. At the end of round 1, it was a very close contest. But at the end of round 2, Keta put them in their place. That was when we saw the speed that we had been hearing about, that this year Keta is the best when it comes to the speed race and all that. We actually witnessed it on that day. Kumasi Academy tried, but Keta was just too much for them. Yeah. So if you make today's prediction based on the performances at the 1/8 stage, you may say that Keta will probably carry the day, but this is the NSMQ. Anything can happen on stage.
So are you tipping, which of the schools are you tipping? At the end of the day, one still needs to, not all the 3 schools are qualifying or going to the semi-finals. You just have one school. So roughly, you've done your analysis, and at the end of the day, you're still going to do your analysis.
Sure.
So which of the schools do you think has the best chance to proceed to the next stage?
I'm not a prophet, so I can't see into the future to know the school that will win. Yeah. The decision I can take now will be based on the evidence I have from the trials, from the regional championship, to the prelims, to the 1/8, and now to the quarterfinals. Based on those performances, I can confidently say that Keta will win this contest. And if Keta brings the heat that they are known for in this particular contest, the 2 other schools cannot compete against Keta.
Okay, well, before we continue, let me still acknowledge our sponsors that the 2024 National Science and Maths Quiz is produced by Primetime Limited and sponsored by the Ghana Education Service in partnership with GOIL PLC and supported by Pepsodent, Jupay Money Transfer, Prudential Life Insurance Ghana, Better Malt, ALX, Kivo, Bell Beverages, Flora Tissues, Coronation Insurance, Accra College of Medicine, University of Mines and Technology, Academic City, University College, PMMC Jewelry, GTP, YFM, and the Girl Mac Foundation. And the broadcast of the 2024 National Science and Maths Quiz on Joy News is supported by NASCO, Vitamilk, Virtual Security Africa, Ace Medical Insurance, Build Financial Technologies, DBS Roofing, Syntex Tanks, Family Health and Medical College, Chopos Technologies, Action Secondary Technical, DPS Pipes, and Waka Now. Well, back to the Keta conversation. You know, I spoke to the students earlier, the supporting students, and one of them was like, anytime they bring a female powerhouse, like things changes for them. Looking at Francisca in 2021, do you think she's actually making a difference this year? Because all the conversation on that day was about her.
I think the Keta girl has garnered more attention than the boy because the girl is very fast. She is all around. When it comes to the biology, the physics, the chemistry, the math, the girl is there. It's up there with Francisca. So I'm not surprised that they have so much confidence in her. She can actually do it. And it is like, if you watch the contest keenly, you realize that even if she sits alone, she can actually do something. She doesn't really need so much help to do well in the contest.
She doesn't need her counterparts too.
She needs him, but she doesn't need, just in case she doesn't have him on a particular day, she can sit alone and actually have the contest by herself. From what I've seen, the girl is that good.
Yeah, do you think it's a strategy when it comes to Keta SHTS? Because the last year, well, the contest hasn't ended, so we can't actually say for a fact. But looking at previous contests and looking at how the speed that you're going with this year, last year it wasn't like that in 2023. It was a very normal contest. But this year, at the 1A stage, everyone keeps talking about Keta's performance in that stage. And it's similar to 2021. Do you think it could be a strategy that you're trying to employ?
Because the competition is getting more competitive, many coordinators and trainers have deployed various strategies just to help their school do well in a particular contest. And I think because Keta has been to the finals before, they don't come to the competition just to get a seed. They actually come to win their contest, to progress to the finals and mainly clinch the trophy. So they actually use students who are very good per the batch of students that they have to do the contest. So, and most of the time in the mid schools, realize that they use 2 boys most of the time. So if a girl stands out and a girl is on stage as a contestant, then you should know that the girl was doing wonders in the school. That's why she's actually a contestant. So I think Keta is in for all the heat, and Keta might progress to the finals, looking at the stage and the part of the draw that they are in. They are the most formidable opponent there, so I tip Keta to even get to the finals.
Okay, you've already tipped, but then you know Mpraeso also has a female contestant.
Oh yeah, Mpraeso has a female contestant, but I watched the 2 of them, and the female contestant from Keta is more like up there as compared to the Mpraeso girl. But like I said, this is NSMQ. Anything at all can happen. anything at all can happen. There are times that you predict a certain school to win and something happens. No one saw what happened to Adisco coming. No one saw what happened to the Ashanti Regional Champions, Kumasi High School coming.
Yes.
Yes, but this is the National Science and Maths quiz. What you can do is just to base your predictions on evidence, what you have at that particular moment. That is the best you can do. But what happens on the stage, you win the contest on the day, not what you've done in the previous years or in your previous contest.
Sure. I'm talking about regional champions. I think we've seen the fall of Sunyane, Adizadel. Adizadel was quite a shocker. You know, they came in with so much energy. Do you think usually after the contest, I kept asking myself that maybe after the regionals, they sort of like relax back?
This conversation about regional champions, I think the only regional champions we have in the...
I think the quiz is about to start right now. Let me quickly acknowledge our sponsors, and right after the show, we will get back and continue this conversation. The 2024 National Science and Maths Quiz is produced by Primetime Limited and is sponsored by the Ghana Education Service in partnership Girl PLC and supported by Pepsodent, Jupe Money Transfer, Prudential Life Insurance Ghana, Better Malt, ALS, Kivo, Bell Beverages, Flora Tissues, Coronation Insurance, Accra College of Medicine and University. Well, let me hand over to the quiz mistress right now. She is about to take over. I am Jacqueline Ansama Yeboah.
Keta Senior High Technical School. Mpraeso Senior High School. And Achimota School. I'm very happy to introduce the Girl Super Bonanza. This is a reward which is being offered by Girl PLC. It takes place in the final round. For every riddle solved, there is a reward. So if a school happens to solve all 4 riddles, 2,000 Ghana cedis. If 3 of the 4 are solved, 1,600 Ghana cedis. If 2 out of the 4, we have 1,000 Ghana cedis. And if a single riddle is solved, 500 Ghana cedis. Thank you so much, Girl PLC, for the Girl Super Bonanza. Before we meet the contestants, I would like to acknowledge our sponsors. The National Science and Math Quiz is proudly sponsored by the Ghana Education Service in partnership with Girl PLC and supported by Joy News, Pepsodent, Jupe Money Transfer, Prudential Life Insurance Ghana, Beta Malt, ALX, Kivo, Bell Beverages, Flora Tissues, Coronation Insurance, Accra College of Medicine, University of Mines and Technology, Academic City University College, PMMC Jury, GTP, CHAS, YFM, and Grelmark Foundation. My name is Elsie Kaufman. I'm the Dean of the School of Engineering Sciences at the University of Ghana, and I'm honored to be your quiz mistress. Of course, this is a prime time production. Keta Senior High Technical School is represented by
Adonsu Edem Clinton.
You are welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I usually commend the mixed schools that present young ladies. So well done, Keta Senior High Technical School. How are you doing? Great. I would like you to tell us about your school. Just a little bit about your school.
Okay, so the school is located in Keta in the Volta region, and it is sandwiched between 2 water bodies. And it was found in 1953.
Okay. All right. I'm sure that's very good promotion for your school, right? Okay, good. I wish you well for this contest.
Thank you.
Mpraeso Senior High School is represented by
Rosalinda Enchi.
Sorry, dear Alex.
You are welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, let me commend Mpraeso Senior High School for fielding a young lady. Anything you want us to know about your school?
Okay. Mpraeso Senior High School is a school that is giving its all in national science and math quiz, trying to move further in any stage at all.
All right. You don't want to promote your school. If somebody wants to come to your school, what excitement do you have there beyond the NSMQ?
Okay. Just tell the person that for the past 2 years, adding this, making 2 years, Impact has been able to be part of one of the seeded schools.
Okay.
So,
well done, well done. And I wish you well for this contest. Achimota School is represented by
Kwabinawa Nata, final year. Daniel Kwijo Ampuchimisi, final year.
You're welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Good. Please tell us about Achimota School.
Achimota School was established in 1927. We are the only mixed school to have won twice and have been to the finals 5 times. And our motto is "It's omnes unum sint," which translates to "That all may be one."
All right. Thank you so much. So I wish you very well for this contest.
Thank you.
And if there are no calculations, you have 10 seconds to do so. Ladies and gentlemen, all questions are to be attempted once only. Best wishes to all 3 schools. I have a preamble, after which I will give you 30 seconds of time to address your question, and I'm going to be starting with you at Achimota School. All right, so preamble to all schools. It's a short one. Find the image height and its orientation relative to the object in the given situation. Did you get your preamble? One more time. Find the image height and its orientation relative to the object in the given situation. So now, Achimota School. An upright 4.0 centimeter high object is placed 35 centimeters from a concave spherical mirror whose radius of curvature is 62 centimeters. Daniel.
The image height is 31 centimeters, and it is real and inverted.
Okay. With the same preamble, Mpraeso, an upright 3.0 centimeter high object is placed 44 centimeters from a concave spherical mirror whose radius of curvature is 58 centimeters. Rosalinda.
The image height is 5.4 centimeters, and it is real and inverted.
1. Keta with the same preamble. An upright 2.0 centimeter high object is placed 13 centimeters from a concave spherical mirror whose radius of curvature is 28 centimeters. Clinton?
It is 28 centimeters and it is erect.
You are right. Mpraeso, so your answer was 5.8 centimeters, and yes, it is downward, inverted. Next set 10 seconds with a preamble to all schools. Preamble. Pleiotropy is the expression of multiple traits by a single gene and can be expressed in various forms. Name the type of pleiotropy in your given explanation. So this means when I get to your school, I'll give you some explanation, all right? I'll give you some explanation. You are supposed to name the type of pleiotropy I am explaining to you in the context that I gave earlier. I hope that's fine. All right, so now Achimota School. It focuses on mutations and their influence on multiple traits. The mutation of a single gene manifests in the alteration of several different traits. Daniel?
Mutational pleiotropy.
That's incorrect. For a bonus? Okay, I'll come back. With the same preamble, it focuses on the number of separate fitness components affected by a gene mutation. So the term fitness relates to how successful a particular organism is at transferring its genes to the next generation through sexual reproduction. Rosalinda?
Natural pleiotropy.
No, for a bonus. Okay, I'll come back to you as well. With the same preamble, Keta, it focuses on the prevalence of gene mutations that have advantages in early life and disadvantages later in life. Perpetual.
Wild type pleiotropy.
No. For bonus. Okay. So for Achimota School, yours was developmental pleiotropy. Developmental. Mpraeso, yours was selectional pleiotropy, and Keta, yours was antagonistic pleiotropy. That's why we are in the quarterfinals. Next set, 30 seconds with a preamble to all schools. Preamble. Find dy dx from the implicit equation. Find dy dx from the implicit equation. And your equation, Achimota School, is 2x squared minus 3xy minus 2y squared is equal to 100. Daniel?
dy over dx is equal to a fraction with numerator, the expression 4x minus 3y, and denominator 3x plus 4y.
Yes. Mpraeso, with the same preamble, your equation, 3x squared plus 2xy minus 3y squared is equal to 20. Rosalinda?
X is a fraction with numerator negative 3x minus y, and denominator x minus 3y.
Okay. All right. With the same preamble, your equation, 5x squared minus 4xy minus 5y squared is equal to 35. Clinton?
dy over dx is equal to a fraction with numerator 5x minus 2y and denominator 2x plus 5y.
You're right. Okay, for this next set, you require 10 seconds. And it's one of those questions where I move around from school to school, gathering right answers. There's no bonus, obviously. Okay, so please listen to the question, the same question for all of you. Okay. There are 4 main colligative properties of solutions which have important applications in chemistry and science in general. Please give only one of these properties, and briefly give the principle behind it. All right, so first choice, Achimota School. Daniel?
We have boiling point elevation, and it describes the increase in the boiling point of a substance or a solution as a result of the presence of impurities that may be present in the solution.
One. Mpraeso, next choice. A different one. Yes, Rosalinda.
We have solubility. That is the ability of a solvent to be able to dissolve a solute completely, where no precipitate is being formed at the end.
No. Keta. Yes, perpetual.
We have freezing point depression, and it talks about the lowering of the freezing point of a liquid when impurities are added to it.
One. Okay, so let me tell you what I was expecting to hear. Obviously, the two of you that got one, it means that you're able to give me a colligative property, but it was your explanation that of the principle that was a bit lacking. Okay, so yes, first one is boiling point elevation, for saying that you get 1 point. And now the principle is that the boiling point of a solvent increases when a non-volatile solute is dissolved in it. What do you mean by impurity? So it's a solute. You have a solute which is non-volatile. When you add it and it dissolves, then the boiling point of that solution increases. All right, second one is freezing point depression. That's what we got from you. Again, explanation of the principle. Adding a solute to a solvent lowers the freezing point of the solvent, and this is because of a decrease in vapor pressure. Okay. Other ones that you could have told me, vapor pressure lowering. And the principle is that the addition of a non-volatile solute to a solvent lowers the solvent's vapor pressure. And the last one, which is less common, of course, is osmotic pressure. And the principle is that the osmotic pressure is required to stop the movement of solvent molecules to a side with higher solute concentration across a semi-permeable membrane. If you don't like that explanation, another way you could explain that is osmotic pressure is the force that drives the movement of solvent molecules across a membrane to equalize the concentration of solutes on both sides. Have we learned about colligative properties? Yes. How many are there? 4. Thank you. All right, next set, 30 seconds. Calculate the scalar potential at some point on the surface of a spherical conductor of radius 4.5 centimeters with a net charge of 0.16 nanocoulomb. Yes, Kwabna?
32 volts.
You are right. Mpraeso, find the net charge on a spherical conductor of radius 5.0 centimeters if the scalar potential at any point on its surface is negative 81 volts. Alex.
Okay. Negative 4.5 by 10 to an exponent of negative 10 coulombs.
You're right. Keta, find the radius of a spherical conductor whose net charge is 0.64 nanocoulomb when the scalar potential at any point on its surface is 72 volts. Clinton.
8.0 centimeters.
Yes. Next 10 seconds, and I have a short preamble to all schools. Preamble. Give the role of each of the given minerals in the indicated bacteria. Okay, what this means is when I get to you, I will give you some mineral in some bacteria. You are to give the role of the mineral in the bacteria. Okay. Achimota School. Iron in heterotrophic bacteria. Yes, Daniel?
So iron does the reactions, or iron provides energy. That's the reactions involving iron provides energy for the bacteria to undergo chemosynthesis, and thus helps in the production of certain substances or minerals, certain substances which can be used as food for the bacteria.
That's incorrect. For a bonus. Okay, so iron is an electron carrier in respiration for that bacteria. Okay, Mpraeso, phosphate in heterotrophic bacteria. Rosalinda?
Phosphate helps in more facilitation of the Krebs cycle in respiration in heterotroph bacteria.
That's incorrect. For a bonus. Okay. The phosphate is used in the synthesis of nucleic acids, ATP, phospholipids in the membrane. Yes. I would have accepted any one of those. Okay, so Keta, magnesium in autotrophic bacteria. Yes, Perpetual?
Magnesium helps in the formation of chlorophyll, that's bacteriochlorophyll, for photosynthesis by the autotrophic bacteria.
Okay, I will accept. Yes, it forms part of the structure of chlorophyll for these bacteria. Next set, 30 seconds with a preamble to all schools. Preamble. Find the sum of all the coefficients, including the constant term x raised to the power 0, in the binomial expansion of, shall I repeat? Or you got it? You didn't get it. Okay. So find the sum of all the coefficients, including the constant term x raised to the power 0, in the binomial expansion of, okay. Achimota School, yours is the expression 3 minus 2x, this expression raised to the power 5. Kwabna?
1.
You're right. Mpraeso, with the same preamble, the expression 2 plus x, this expression raised to the power 5. Alex. Go on.
31.
That's incorrect. Yes, Clinton.
143.
Again?
243.
You're right. Now your major question with the same preamble. The expression 3 minus x, this expression raised to the power 5. Clinton.
32.
Yes. Do you need to check his microphone? Speak again.
Hello.
Microphone. Okay, next set 10 seconds with a preamble to all schools. Preamble. Give the systematic name of the product formed, if any, when benzene reacts with the given reagent under the given conditions. Did you get your preamble? Give the systematic name of the product formed, if any, when benzene reacts with the given reagent under the given conditions. Achimota School. Bromine at room temperature. Kwabna.
Bromobenzene.
That's incorrect for a bonus.
There's no product formed.
Yes. That's because you need a catalyst, right? You need a catalyst. If there's no catalyst, nothing will happen. All right. Mpraeso with the same preamble. Chloroethane plus heating plus AlCl3 as catalyst. Yes, Rosalinda.
Have the product to be chlorobenzene and thane.
That's incorrect.
Ethyl benzene.
You're right. Now, your major question with the same preamble. Hydrogen plus heating plus nickel as catalyst. Perpetual.
There's no product formed.
That's incorrect. Yes, Pabna.
Cyclohexene.
Yes. Next set, 30 seconds. Achimota School. A sphere of radius 16.0 centimeters rolls without slipping on a horizontal surface. If the angular speed of the sphere is 85.0 radians per second, what is the speed of its center of mass? Kwabna.
13.6 meters per second.
You are right. Mpraeso, the center of mass of a disk of radius 25 centimeters moves at 18 centimeters per second when the disk rolls without slipping on a horizontal surface. What is the angular speed of the disk? Rosalinda.
0.72 rad per second.
You are right. Not available. Keta, find the radius of a sphere whose center of mass has speed 4.8 meters per second when it rolls without slipping at 15 radians per second. Clinton?
It is 0.32 meters.
Yes. All right, so this next one, 10 seconds, and it's one of those where I'm moving around once again. So when I get to your school, please give me an answer to the question, the common question, an answer which is different from what has been already provided. So this is the question. Please state one property, just one, of xylem tissue that makes it suitable for the long-distance transport of water and solutes. I'm sure you heard it. First choice, Achimota School. Daniel?
Okay, so the cells of the xylem have a thick, the cells have a thick cell wall, and this helps to provide or support the pressure when transporting water in the plant. That's, they have lignin, some of the cells are lignified, and so they help to provide the thrust.
I'm not accepting it. I'm moving on. Mpraeso, yes. Rosalinda.
The space in the xylem is so small so as to create a high pressure for mineral salts and water to flow through, thereby increasing the rate at which minerals and water flows through it.
One. Keta. Yes, perpetual.
The cells of the xylem contain dead protoplasm. That's the xylem contains dead cells. As such, there wouldn't be the flow of the water and solutes transported into the cells of the xylem.
Yes. Okay, so these are the possible answers. These are the possible answers I was expecting. So yes, there are long tubes that are formed by fusion of neighboring cells with breakdown of cross walls between them. So they are long tubes. That's one of them. Then the absence of living contents. So this allows for water to flow without resistance. That's the one you gave me. Okay. Then the tubes are stiff, not that they are thick, right? You can have something thick which is still flexible. But the tubes are stiff. They are stiff, and so they don't collapse. And then finally, capillarity, right? Capillarity, that's what you were trying to explain, but in very strange ways. Yes, so the tubes are fine, and this is a necessary property to prevent the water column from collapsing, right? So when it's narrow and long, right, then you can have capillarity. All right, next set, 30 seconds. And I have a preamble to all schools. Preamble. The side of a cube is increasing at the rate of 0.100 centimeter per second. Find the rate of increase of the volume when the side is... Did you get your preamble? One more time. The side of a cube is increasing at the rate of 0.100 centimeter per second. Find the rate of increase of the volume when the side is, Achimota School, 10.0 centimeters. Yes, Daniel?
That's 30.0 centimeter cube per second.
You are right. With the same preamble in Mpraeso, 15.0 centimeters. Rosalinda.
67.5 centimeters cube per second.
You are right. Keta with the same preamble, 12.0 centimeters. Clinton?
43.2 centimeter cubed per second.
You are right. Last set of questions for the round. Last set. Achimota School. When 1.80 gram of 1-propanol is burned in excess oxygen, 60.6 kilojoule of heat is released. Calculate the molar heat of combustion of the alcohol. Yes, Kwabna.
What is 2
0.02 times 10 to an exponent of 3 kilojoules.
That's incorrect. Yes.
Negative 2020 kilojoules per mole.
You are right. Mpraeso. The molar heat of combustion of 1 pentanol is negative 3,330 kilojoules per mole. Determine the mass of the alcohol burned if the heat produced is 1,332 kilojoules. Alex.
88 times 4. Okay. We have 352 grams.
That's incorrect. Yes. Clinton.
35.2 grams.
Yes. Now your major question and the last question of the round. Keta. An alcohol has a molar heat of combustion negative 3,985 kilojoules per mole. Given that the combustion of 2.16 gram of the alcohol releases 79.7 kilojoules of heat, calculate its molar mass. Perpetual.
We have 108 grams per mole.
You are right. And on that note, we come to the end of the first round. Is also supporting my view. Lignification, according to consultant, does not mean stiff. There are living cells within lignin, and these are not as stiff as the xylem cells. So unfortunately for you, Achimota School, your protest does not hold water. You are not getting anywhere. At the end of the first round, Mpraeso Senior High School has 14 points. Achimota School has 20 points. Keta Senior High School has 33 points. To go. 4 more rounds to go. Round 2. This round is the Prudential Life Speed Race. Here, the questions are going to be directed to all 3 schools at the same time. For an opportunity to answer a question, you must ring for it. May I hear your bell, Achimota School? Yours, Mpraeso. And yours, Keta. Good. If you answer the question correctly on the first attempt at it, 3 points. On the second attempt, 2 points. And on the third attempt, 1 point. But be mindful that if you attempt to answer a question and you are unsuccessful, you lose a precious point. So be careful. When you ring to answer a question, you must provide your answer within 3 seconds. When the 3 seconds are over, you will hear the bell. When you hear that bell, it means whatever you are in the middle of saying at that time, that's your answer. And it is likely to fetch the penalty point. Please get directly to the answer. I am not interested in the question was, Madam, yes, I am Madam. I am not interested in we have, and then some elongated answer. Just get to the point. I hope we are okay with that. Great. All right. So now, the speed race, as I mentioned, is sponsored by Prudential Life Insurance Ghana for every life, for every future. All right. Let's begin. This set of questions will require 30 seconds of your time. First one. A 38.4 milligram sample of a radioisotope has a half-life of 62 seconds. What mass of the sample will have decayed after 310 seconds? Yes. Daniel?
37.2 milligrams.
Yes. Next one. 12.6 grams of a metal M reacts completely with 60.0 centimeter cubed of 3.0 mole per decimeter cubed of acid A. In the reaction, M plus 3A going to Ma3. Calculate the molar mass of the metal. Daniel?
That is 270 grams per mole.
That's incorrect. Who ran? Yes.
210 grams per
That's
mole.
right. Next one. Given that the solubility of anhydrous magnesium nitrate in water is 70 grams per 100 centimeter cubed at 25 degrees Celsius, calculate the molar solubility at this temperature to 2 significant figures. Did they make it? No. Pardon? They did. Okay, go ahead.
4.8 mole per decimeter cube.
Unfortunately not. The right answer is 4.7 mole per decimeter cubed. That close. All right, next set, 10 seconds each. How would fertilization be impacted if an embryo sac lacks synergids. Yes, Perpetual.
If an embryo sac lacks synergids, fertilization would not be able to occur. This is because the pollen tube will no longer be attracted towards the egg for fertilization, since the synergids possess.
Next one. An SHS3 biology student is studying a species of lizard and documenting all of its physical characteristics. Name the type of symmetry that the lizard. Yes. Daniel?
Bilateral symmetry.
Yes. Blood sugar levels in the human body are regulated by a few different organ systems which work together. In what way does the digestive system regulate blood sugar levels in humans? Yes, Daniel?
So the digestive system produces certain enzymes that catalyze the breakdown of this blood sugar, or the sugar that can be broken down, so that it's broken down.
No. Who else ranks? Yes, Rosalinda.
The pancreas produces insulin, which converts excess blood sugar in the body into glycogen, which is stored under the cells. While when there is...
No, I'm not accepting it. All right. So what the digestive system is doing is it's working along with the nervous system to respond to hunger by telling the human body that it needs food. Okay. So yes, when you're hungry, that's your digestive system helping you out. Okay. Next set, 30 seconds. Find the coordinates of the points on the curve y is equal to x cubed plus 3x squared minus 7x plus 3, where the gradient is equal to 2. Yes, Clinton.
The point is 1, -4 and -3, 4.
That's incorrect. Who else rank? Yes,
1, -6 and -3, 24.
That's incorrect. Yes.
The first point to be 1, 0, and the second point to be -3, 24.
Yes, that's right. However, I want to make a small comment. It's about being elegant about how you say these things. Coordinates of a point. You don't need to be saying comma. So you say 1, 0, -3, 24. That's more beautiful, isn't it? Next one. Find the sine of the angle between the vectors. A is equal to 2i minus j, and B is equal to I plus j. Yes, Daniel?
That's a fraction with numerator 1 and a denominator of the expression, we have the square root of 10.
No, I'm not accepting it. Somebody else rang? Yes.
1/3 root 33.
That's incorrect. So I continue reading. Simplify your answer as far as possible. Go ahead, Rosalinda.
A fraction with numerator root 33 and denominator 99.
No. The right answer is 3 root 10 over 10. Next one. Find the least value and the greatest value of the expression x squared minus 12x plus 24 in the interval -4 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 2. Yes, Daniel.
The greatest value is 24 and the least value is 0.
No, who else rang? Yes, Alex.
The least value is -12 and the greatest value is +4.
That's incorrect. The least value is 4. The greatest value is 88. Last set of questions for the round, 30 seconds each. A scale with an object on it reads 60 newtons in an elevator accelerating upward at 2 meters per second squared. Find the scale reading when the elevator is accelerating upward at 4. Yes, Fabna.
70 Newton.
Yes. I thought you already answered it. It's a phantom question. All right. Next one. Find the de Broglie wavelength of a 5.0 kilo electron volt electron. Yes, Pabna?
2.5 by 10 to an exponent of -10 meters.
That's incorrect. Who else rang?
2.5 by 10 to the power -11 meters.
No. You also rang, Alex.
2.5 by 10 exponent -9 meters.
No. The right answer is 17 picometers. 1.7 times 10 to the power -11 meters. Last question. Find the magnitude of the axial magnetic flux density 3 centimeters above a circular current loop of radius 4 centimeters and current 12.5 amperes. The right answer is 0.2 millitesla. And that's the end of the speed race. the scores. There was a challenge from Achimota School. Achimota School is challenging the speed race question, the second one, which says find the de Broglie wavelength of a 5.0 kilo electron volt electron. Did you hear me stressing electron? Wonderful. So they have 2.475 times 10 to the negative 10 meter. Please, this is not right. In fact, okay, let's start gently. Let's look at this question. It's first of all about an electron. This is not a photon, right? This is about an electron. So now, if you look at K, which is what has been given, right? The energy, 5.0 keV. Compare that to E naught, which is like 511 keV. Orders of magnitude apart. So this is not a relativistic problem. It is not. This is a non-relativistic problem. So we will use a non-relativistic equation. So lambda is equal to h on p. If you want to get p, a square root of 2me, the kinetic energy there, right? And so we are dealing with an electron. We are dealing with non-relativistic situations. You cannot be using the equations you are showing me to be getting a right answer. It will not work. In fact, the comment from physics consultant is that this is extraordinary physics. So, petition denied. Let's proceed. At the end of the second round, Mpraeso Senior High School has 9 points. Achimota School has 24 points. Keta Senior High School has 35 points. Round 3. In this round, we have the problem of the day. The problem of the day is a single question to all 3 schools. From the time I ask you to begin, you will have 4 minutes to present your answer on the screens behind you. The problem of the day is worth 10 points. Contestants, you may rise. Now pick up your sheets and let's read. We are not writing anything, we are just reading. Let's read the problem of the day together. Problem of the day. Explain the following types of tropism in plants and indicate how they adapt plants to their habitats. Phototropism, thigmotropism, geotropism, chemotropism, and thermotropism. Contestants, this is your problem of the day. You may now begin. stop writing and resume your seats. The contestants have presented their answers. Before I award the points, let's look at the suggested solution from the consultants. This is a problem from biology. It says to explain different types of tropism in plants and indicate how they adapt plants to their habitats. There were 5 of them, so the mark allocation is simple. 2 points each. 1 point for explaining, and another point for giving the adaptation and how this tropism is used by plants to adapt to their habitats. Okay, so 1, 1, 2 points each. Okay, so the first one was phototropism. Phototropism. This is growth curvature in response to direction of light. It enables the plant shoots to grow and get light for maximum photosynthesis and allows for leaf mosaic. I hope you know what that is. You see? To get the full 1 point, you must have all this for the adaptation. Thigmotropism. Growth curvature in response to contact or hard surfaces. It makes the plants with weak stems to get support on large plants or trees. Adaptation. It makes them to reach and get light for maximum photosynthesis. All right. Next one is geotropism. Growth curvature in response to gravity. This enables the plant roots to grow deep into the soil for maximum support or anchorage. Next one, chemotropism. Growth curvature in response to chemical concentration gradient. This enables pollen tubes to grow down the style and into the ovary for fertilization to occur in seed plants, that is the angiosperms and gymnosperms. And then for lateral roots in search of nutrients, that is a positive chemotropism. And roots growing away from harmful chemicals, that is the negative chemotropism. Okay, so you see, nutrients has to do with the chemo. All right. Last one is thermotropism. Growth curvature in response to temperature changes. This enables plants to grow where they can acquire optimum temperature for effective plant processes. For example, sunflower will orient towards the direction of the sun so that the biochemical processes in the plant can occur, right? Okay, so this was the expected answer to this problem. I was really hoping for some perfect scores. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. Mpraeso, you have the explanation for phototropism, 1 point. The adaptation, no. Thigmotropism, I will accept what you put there. Adaptation, I'm not giving, no. Your geotropism was interesting. Response to pressures of the earth. No, it's gravity. So I can't give you anything for that. And then the rest you didn't even attempt. So you have 2 out of 10. Keta Senior High Technical School. Phototropism, your explanation. See, with you I had several issues. Legibility and then organization. Very difficult to read what they had put there. Try to read it to me, but that's not fair, is it? If it's where an oral exam, all of you come and line up here and read things to me. No. So unfortunately, the part I saw was the explanation. So you have 1 for that. The rest, I couldn't really figure out what it was you were writing. Okay. Thigmotropism, once again, you have the explanation. The adaptation was illegible. Geotropism, you have the explanation. In terms of the adaptation, you were more interested in nutrients and so on. It's about the anchorage. That's what I really wanted to see, support and anchorage. So again, 1 there. You did not attempt the chemotropism, neither did you try the thermotropism. So you have 3 out of 10. Achimota School. Phototropism, I'm giving you 2 points. The explanation, and then most of what you wrote about the adaptation, I'll accept. Okay. Thigmotropism explanation, I'm not giving you anything for the adaptation. Geotropism explanation, that's fine. Nothing for the adaptation. You did not attempt the chemotropism. Thermotropism explanation, your adaptation was not right. You're going on about optimum temperature. Optimum temperature for what? So I'm not giving you the adaptation. That gives you 5 out of 10. That's the end of the problem of the day and the end of round 3. Down. Great. Keta Senior High Technical School, Clinton, best wishes. And in comes Frederick. You're welcome. Round 4. This is the Jupe true or false round. And at stake in this round is the Jupe money transfer $20 promo. During this National Science and Math Quiz season, whenever alumni abroad send money to Ghana using their school's exclusive promo code, Jupe rewards the school with $20 for developmental projects in the school. For this particular contest, Keta Senior High Technical School's promo code is KETASCO. Mpraeso Senior High Schools is MPAS. And Achimota School is Motown. So the true or false round is proudly sponsored by Jupe Money Transfer. Meet a need, send via Jupe. All right, so for this round, I'm going to be presenting you with statements. When you receive a statement, please consider the statement very carefully and do let me know whether it's true or false. If you are right, 2 points. If you are incorrect, you lose a precious point. You may choose not to respond, in which case that statement is available to the 2 remaining schools. A school may ring and attempt an answer. If right, the 2 4 points. If not, there is that penalty. Best wishes to all 3 schools. As usual, I'm starting with you, Achimota School. Your statement. In redox titrations, no indicator is required as the reagents are usually colored. Noble.
It's true.
No, that's a false statement. Mpraeso, in redox titrations, the titrant is always the oxidizing agent, while the analyte is the reducing agent? Rosalinda?
False.
You're right. Keta, in a redox titration, the equivalence point is reached when the reducing agent is fully oxidized. Perpetual.
It's false.
No, that's a true statement. Columnar epithelial cells are found in the digestive tract and respiratory tract in a single layer. Noble?
False.
No. That's a true statement. Transitional epithelial cells are only found in the urinary system. Rosalinda?
False.
No. It's a true statement. Squamous cells are found in places like the lungs where gaseous exchange occurs. Yes, Frederick.
It's true.
Yes. According to the Kepler laws, a planetary orbit about a host star is an ellipse with the star located at one of the foci of the ellipse. Yes, Noble?
True.
Yes. It can be deduced from the Kepler laws that a circular planetary orbit is unstable with respect to decay and eventual collision between the planet and its host star. Rosalinda?
False.
You're right. A consequence of the Kepler laws is that the Earth's orbital period varies seasonally as Earth-Sun distance varies in the course of a year. Frederick?
It's true.
No. That's a false statement. If sine of theta is greater than 0, then theta lies in either the first or second quadrants. Noble?
It's true.
Yes. If cosine of theta is less than 0, then theta lies in either the second or fourth quadrants. Rosalinda?
False.
Yes. If tangent of theta is greater than 0, then theta lies in either the first or third quadrants. Yes, Frederick?
It's true.
Yes. A buffer solution is formed when the partial neutralization of an acid occurs to form its salt or conjugate base. Noble?
False.
You're right. When an acid is completely neutralized by a base, the resulting solution is neutral. Rosalinda?
False.
You're right. When a weak acid is completely neutralized by a weak base, the resulting solution is neutral. Frederick.
False.
Yes. Ammonification converts organic nitrogenous matter from living organisms into organic compounds. Noble.
False.
Yes. Nitrification by bacteria converts nitrates to nitrites. Rosalinda?
False.
Yes. Nitrogen-fixing bacteria convert organic compounds into nitrogen gas. Frederick?
It's false.
Yes. The power developed by a force equals the product of the magnitude of the force and the speed of its point of application. Noble?
False.
Yes. The power developed by a force equals the dot product of the force and the velocity of its point of application. Rosalinda?
False.
No, it's a true statement. The power developed by a force equals the product of the magnitude of the force and the projection of the velocity of its point of application onto the direction of the force. Frederick?
It's a true statement. It's a true statement.
It is. Last set of statements, and I'm going to give you up to 30 seconds. You need not use all of it, all right? Okay. Integral of the expression x cubed minus 1 over x cubed dx is equal to x raised to the power 4 minus 1 over, is equal to x raised to the power 4 minus 1 over x raised to the power 4 plus c. Noble?
False.
Yes. Mpraeso, integral of the expression 5x raised to the power 4 plus 3 over x raised to the power 4 dx is equal to x raised to the power 5 minus 1 over x cubed plus c. Yes, Rosalinda?
Have true.
Yes. Keta, last statement. Integral of the expression x raised to the power 5 minus 5 over x to the power 5 dx is equal to x to the power 6 over 6 plus 1 over x to the power 4 plus c. Frederick?
It's false.
You're right. And that's the end of round 4. the first clue, 5 points. On the second clue, 4 points. On the third or any clue thereafter, 3 points. When you ring, really, your answer must be ready. I will not wait. Best wishes to all 3 schools. First riddle. I am a physical phenomenon. I can be regarded as a memory phenomenon. I am a nonlinear phenomenon. Yes, Frederick?
Hysteresis.
You're right. I was reading the third clue, 3 points. Next one. I am a colorless, viscous, simple, and sweet-tasting alcohol, although toxic. I have extensive hydrogen bonding, giving me a high boiling point of close to 200 degrees Celsius. I am a diol commonly used in the manufacture of polyester fibers. Yes, Frederick?
1,2-ethane diol.
You are right. They solved the riddle on the third clue, 3 points. 3 points. Next one. Next one. I am an important concept in evolution and biology in general. I relate directly to population regulation, habitat quality, and connectivity of local populations. All species go through my process to some extent, in part because resources become limited locally as populations grow. I promote the flow of genes between subpopulations, which results in heterogeneous gene pools with decreased risk of extinction. I am the necessary action of organisms moving from their point of origin. Yes.
Gene flow.
No, that's incorrect. I continue. From their point of origin, such as parental plant or original family group, to a new location. So who am I? Yes, Frederick.
Dispersion. Dispersion.
Dispersion.
Yes.
No, I'm not accepting it.
Genetic drift.
No. What's the proper term? What's the proper term? I'll give you a hint, they were very close. The right answer is dispersal. Last riddle, last one. I am a mathematical object. I play an important role in defining a function. You can view me as a container. I contain objects or elements. Yes.
Set.
Yes, you are right. They solved the riddle on the fourth clue, 3 points. And that's the end of the 5th round.